Mahomes' legacy, the next chapter unfolds. Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs' electrifying quarterback, has already carved out a legacy that most NFL players can only dream of. At just 30 years old in 2025, he's a three-time Super Bowl champion, two-time NFL MVP, and three-time Super Bowl MIF with a 1-2-5 record in 2024. Despite a crushing 4-0-2 Super Bowl loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. His restructured $210.6 million contract, the richest four-year deal in NFL history, underscores his status as the league's premier talent. But as Mahomes enters his prime, the question looms, can he transcend legends like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Joe Montana to become the NFL's greatest ever? With the Chiefs eyeing another title run in 2025, let's dive into Mahomes' journey so far, what's driving his dominance, and what the next chapter holds for his legacy. Mahomes' legacy, the next chapter unfolds. Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs' electrifying quarterback, has already carved out a legacy that most NFL players can only dream of. At just 30 years old in 2025, he's a three-time Super Bowl champion, two-time NFL MIF, and three-time Super Bowl MIF with a 1-2-5 record in 2024, despite a crushing 4-0-2 Super Bowl loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. His restructured $210.6 million contract, the richest four-year deal in NFL history, underscores his status as the league's premier talent. But as Mahomes enters his prime, the question looms, can he transcend legends like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Joe Montana to become the NFL's greatest ever? With the Chiefs eyeing another title run in 2025, let's dive into Mahomes' journey so far. Posts from at NFLFox and a Chiefs Focus call him a generational talent, with stats rivaling Brady's early career, 14,947 postseason yards and 121 touchdowns through seasons. Yet the Super Bowl loss exposed vulnerabilities, particularly an offensive line that crumbled under pressure, raising questions about what's needed to keep his legacy growing. What fuels Mahomes' dominance? Unmatched skill set. Mahomes' arm talent is unrivaled. His ability to throw off platform, deliver no-look passes, and hit targets from any angle demonstrated by a 44-yard touchdown to Xavier Worthy against the Ravens in 2024 sets him apart. His 4.8-second 40-yard dash and scrambling ability, 2,243 career rushing yards, add a dual threat dimension, forcing defenses to account for both his arm and legs. Andy Reid's system coach. Andy Reid's offensive genius tailors plays to Mahomes' strengths, using motion, play action, and deep shots to exploit defenses. Reid's 9-0 AFC West title streak and 25-year coaching resume amplify Mahomes' impact, with ex-users like at Arrowhead Pride noting their partnership as the NFL's deadliest combo. Clutch mentality. Mahomes thrives in high-pressure moments. His 1-5-2 playoff record and 12-game winning drives in the postseason, per ESPN, echo Brady's late-game heroics. In 2024, he led comebacks against Carolina 3-0-2-7 and Las Vegas 1-9-1-7, showcasing a knack for defying odds. Team first approached Mahomes' willingness to restructure his contract, freeing up $38.2 million in 2025 cap space, shows a commitment to winning. This allowed signings like Christian Fulton and Jerry Tillery, keeping the roster competitive despite a tight $3 million cap entering the offseason. Challenges ahead. What's holding him back? Despite his brilliance, Mahomes faces hurdles that could shape his legacy. Offensive line woes. The Super Bowl loss highlighted a shaky line, with Jalen Moore and Kingsley Suamataia struggling. The trade of Joe Thuney to save cap space further weakened protection, a critical issue for Mahomes' safety. Receiver uncertainty without a true no. One receiver after losing DeAndre Hopkins, Mahomes relies on Marquise Brown and Worthy, who combined for under 1,400 yards in 2024. Rumors of trades for DK Metcalf or Stefon Diggs could address this, but nothing's confirmed. Aging stars Travis Kelce, 36 in 2026, $20 million cap hit, and Chris Jones, 32, are nearing the end, with Kelce's 823 yards in 2024 his lowest since his rookie year. Their decline could limit Mahomes' supporting cast. Tough competition. The AFC is stacked, with the Chargers' Justin Herbert, Ravens' Lamar Jackson, and Bills' Josh Allen posing threats. The Chiefs' sixth toughest 2025 schedule adds pressure. Sentiment gives Mahomes a 70% chance of winning another MVP by 2027, but fans like at the Herd warn that without a stronger line and weapons, his ceiling could be capped. The next chapter, what it takes to transcend to eclipse legends like Brady, 7 rings, 251 wins, Manning, 5 MVPs, and Montana, 4 rings. Mahomes needs longevity, more hardware, and a few historic milestones. Here's what's next. Chasing rings. Brady's 7 Super Bowls are the benchmark, but Mahomes' 3 at age 30 put him ahead of Montana's pace, 4 by 37. A fourth ring in 2025 or 2026 possible, with a projected 1-2-5 record and a trade for a WR1 would tie Montana and strengthen his GOAT case. Post from a Joel Moran predict a three-peat attempt by 2027, fueled by Mahomes' prime. Stacking MVPs, Mahomes' 2 MVPs trail Manning's 5 and Brady's 3. Another in 2025, tied to his $1.25 million incentive, is within reach if he tops his 2022 numbers, 5,250 yards, 41 TDs. His ability to elevate a thin receiving core makes him a perennial contender. Breaking records, Mahomes is on pace to challenge Brady's career marks, 89,214 passing yards, 649 TDs. With 26,139 yards and 192 TDs through 7 seasons, he could hit 50,000 yards by 2029 and 600 TDs by 2035, assuming health. His 2.14% interception rate, better than Brady's 2.29%, shows precision that could sustain record-breaking output. Leading a dynasty, the Chiefs' 9 straight AFC West titles and 5 Super Bowl trips in 6 years rival the Patriots' 2000s dominance. Sustaining this through 2030, when Mahomes is 35, requires nailing the 2025 draft, 4 top 100 picks, and addressing left tackle. A trade for Metcalf or Diggs could spark a new era, as noted by at NFL_Duff Kleiman on X. What lies ahead? Mahomes' legacy is already secure, but the next chapter could make him untouchable. The 2025 season, starting with a September 5th clash against the Chargers in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is a chance to rebound from Super Bowl licks. A successful trade for a receiver, a healthy Josh Simmons at tackle, and contributions from young stars like Worthy could push the Chiefs to 13-14 wins. The defense, led by Jones and Nick Bolton, remains a top 10 unit, giving Mahomes a balanced squad. Long-term, Mahomes' health and Reed's tenure are critical. At 30, he's avoided major injuries, but the offensive line must improve to keep him upright. Reed, 67 in 2025, may retire by 2030, potentially shifting the Chiefs system. Still, Mahomes' $52.65 million AAV contract with a post-2026 renegotiation ensures flexibility to build around him. Fans on X give the Chiefs an A off-season grade, with a ceiling of 143 and a floor of 116. If Mahomes wins another ring, or MVP by 2027, he'll be in the GOAT conversation, trailing only Brady. His off-field impact, $90 million net worth, endorsements with State Farm and Adidas, and investments in the Kansas City Royals adds to his legend, but it's his on-field magic that captivates. As Ed O'Keefe put it, Mahomes is must-watch TV every Sunday. Verdict: Mahomes is already a top 10 all-time quarterback with stats and accolades rivaling Montana and Manning at similar ages. To transcend them, he needs 2 more rings and another VEP by 2030, a tall but achievable order given his talent and Reed's system. The 2025 season will be pivotal, fixing the offensive line, and adding a Ruhr one could unlock a historic run. While Brady's 7 rings loom large, Mahomes' prime, clutch gene, and adaptability make him a threat to rewrite history. Chiefs Kingdom is watching, and the NFL is on notice. Mahomes' next chapter could be his greatest yet.